And that dream scared me so bad. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Okay, so in the first part of the dream, there was 3 tents. And in the first tent, when you walked in, there was like artifacts of like satanic stuff, right? Basically showing who was following the devil. And then the second tent, it showed satanic stuff and it showed artifacts of Allah, basically the Muslim God. And basically God was showing me in these tents, like the whole time they was actually following the devil and they weren't actually following God. I'm gonna show you what the tents look like. They look just like this. So you had to like actually go inside the tent to see what was in it. And when he was showing me the tent, it was so dark and gloomy outside. Like it was super dark and it was just really demonic. I didn't get to see what was in the third tent, but let's fast forward to the other part of the dream. And this was like before the rapture, but it was like abandoned cars like everywhere. It just felt normal. Like I didn't think nothing of it. Okay, so the next half, I hear one trumpet, and it was just like loud, and it was long. It lasted for like 5-10 seconds. And then I ran home, and I was like, oh my goodness, like Jesus is coming back, like thank God. And then I'm seeing like people I've seen on TikTok, like they would look at God and be like, and they would turn bright gold and ascend into heaven. But I noticed I was not ascending into heaven. And I thought about this one TikTok, and it was just so vivid, and God was so loud in my ear. Matthew 7:22 says, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And in your name drive out demons, and in your name perform many miracles? And I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. Away from me, you evil doers. And God said it so plainly and so clear to me. I freaked out. I'm thinking about the real world right now. Like the Antichrist is not come, the mark of the beast is still not here yet. I was like, God, it's too early. Like I thought I had time. But in the dream, I'm literally pulling my hair like, no, like this cannot be. Like I'm screaming like, no, like why am I here? Like God forgive me. But as I'm in the church, I hear people outside shooting. Like they had automatic weapons. It was chaos. It was going crazy outside. And I was convinced like, okay, if I die right now, like I'm going to go to hell. Like the only way I can make it to heaven is if I get beheaded, right? And in that moment, I was just like, I'm gonna be here for 7 years. And it was just like hell on earth. So literally after I woke up, I was instantly shaken. I was so terrified and scared. The fear of the Lord struck my heart like so deeply. And there be so many sins that we hold on to. We go like, oh, like I want to live my life. It don't matter. It's like a lot of people don't want to give up having sex before marriage, modesty, secular music, fornication, drugs, alcohol, wants a club. Don't none of that matter. Let it go, y'all. I promise you, it's not that deep. And in that moment, you really sit there and think to yourself like, was it that hard for me to let go of that sin? And you really realize in that moment, like, it was never that deep. Like, I could have easily let it go. Just imagine if Jesus came back now. Like, would you be ready? And imagine if you were and he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it now. Like, that is so scary. Okay, so